disrespect Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z is an OG. Don't ever disrespect Beyonce, because now that you lying on me.
In the ever-turbulent world of entertainment, a new chapter of drama has unfolded, pitting singer and reality TV personality Ray J against vocal powerhouse Jaguar Wright in a clash that has reignited discussions about power, loyalty, and truth within the music industry. The saga began with Wright's explosive appearance on Piers Morgan Uncensored, where she leveled serious accusations against Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs, linking them to a web of corruption and exploitation. Not stopping there, Wright pulled Beyoncé into the fray, implying that the global superstar was complicit in the shadowy dealings surrounding Diddy's legal troubles. Her claims were bold, painting Jay-Z as a master manipulator who orchestrates chaos and escapes unscathed, while also alleging that both he and Beyoncé were aware of and possibly involved in disturbing incidents. Wright went so far as to claim she had spoken with hundreds of victims, 3 of whom were ready to testify about the couple's alleged misdeeds, describing them as a nasty little couple engaged in reprehensible acts. Wright's interview was a firestorm. She accused Jay-Z of being part of a victim-making machine, comparing him to notorious figures like Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and R. Kelly. She suggested that the Me Too movement was an orchestrated scam, allegedly funded by Jay-Z to settle personal scores, particularly against R. Kelly. According to Wright, the campaign to bring down Kelly, spearheaded by Dream Hampton, was bankrolled by Jay-Z to ensure Kelly's imprisonment. She questioned why high-profile interviews, like Jay-Z's sit-down with Gayle King, never touched on his past connections to Kelly or the tragic story of Aaliyah, who died in a plane crash under mysterious circumstances. Wright's rhetoric was unrelenting, claiming that thousands of victims could come forward if given the chance, and that the entertainment industry's darkest secrets have been hiding in plain sight for decades. She even speculated about the death of Kim Porter, Diddy's former partner, hinting at foul play and tying it to a broader pattern of control and intimidation. The public was still processing Wright's bombshell when Ray J entered the chat, quite literally, with a fiery Instagram video that took the internet by storm. Known for his unpredictable nature and a history of industry controversies, Ray J was incensed, not just by Wright's accusations against Jay-Z and Beyonce, but by her prior comments about his own past, particularly regarding his relationship with Whitney Houston. He accused Wright of fabricating stories for clout, insisting that her lies about him proved she was untrustworthy. "You got our attention," he said, "but what you're saying is outrageous." For Ray J, Wright had crossed a sacred line by targeting Beyoncé, whom he vehemently defended as a role model of integrity and discipline. He praised her as a beacon for young girls, someone who has never made a public misstep and whose image is carefully crafted to inspire. "Don't ever disrespect Beyoncé," he warned, his tone dripping with conviction. "She's never done nothing to nobody." Yet Ray J's defense of Beyoncé came with a surprising twist, a pointed jab at Jay-Z. In a moment that sent social media into a frenzy, he declared, "You got my sloppy second," a phrase many interpreted as a dig at Jay-Z's romantic history or his tendency to follow paths others have paved. The comment was provocative, reigniting old tensions and sparking endless memes and debates online. Ray J's rant was a mix of loyalty and defiance, praising Jay-Z as an OG while simultaneously mocking his silence amid the controversy. He seemed to draw a clear line. Beyoncé was untouchable, but Jay-Z was fair game. This duality confused some fans, who saw Ray J as both a loyal defender and a pot-stirring provocateur. The backdrop to this drama is Diddy's ongoing legal nightmare, which has cast a long shadow over the industry. Federal charges against the once untouchable mogul have brought scrutiny to his inner circle, with Jay-Z and Beyoncé's names briefly mentioned in a lawsuit, though their legal team quickly distanced them from any wrongdoing. Still, the association has fueled speculation, with insiders recounting tales of Diddy's lavish, dangerous parties where power and fear reigned. Ray J, who has navigated this world himself, expressed disgust at Diddy's actions, particularly after a disturbing video surfaced. "It's heartbreaking and shameful," he said, calling for an exorcism and declaring such behavior inexcusable for someone of Diddy's stature. He drew a line in the sand, saying friendships with Diddy were over, unforgivable in the court of public opinion. Meanwhile, Jay-Z and Beyoncé have maintained their characteristic silence, a strategy that has long defined their public persona. Their recent joint performance in Paris during Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour showcased their unbreakable bond and global influence, a reminder that they operate on a different plane. Their refusal to engage with the noise, whether Wright's accusations or Ray J's barbs, has only amplified their mystique. Fans admire their restraint, seeing it as a mark of control and confidence, while critics interpret it as evasion. The couple's legal team was swift to act when Piers Morgan's platform aired Wright's claims, issuing an ultimatum that forced an apology and retraction. A representative for the Carters argued that amplifying unverified rumors not only harmed them, but drowned out the voices of real victims in ongoing cases, a point that underscored the stakes of this media circus. Ray J's outburst, while emotional, wasn't just about defending the Carters. It was personal. Wright's earlier comments about his past with Whitney Houston had struck a nerve, and he saw her accusations as part of a broader pattern of clout chasing. He urged the industry to reject negativity and focus on uplifting one another, admitting that he, too, sometimes gets caught in the cycle of reactive anger. His call for accountability extended to fans and platforms that amplify scandal for clicks, a critique of the digital age's obsession with chaos. Yet, his own provocative comments, like the sloppy second line, undercut his message, turning his rant into viral entertainment as much as a plea for truth. The feud has exposed the fragile dynamics of celebrity relationships where loyalty, rivalry, and survival intersect. Ray J's comments hint at deeper frustrations among artists who feel marginalized by industry gatekeepers like Jay-Z and Diddy. His reference to Jay-Z's cunning pursuit of Beyoncé, while quickly dismissed as his business, suggested a lingering resentment. Similarly, Wright's allegations, though unproven, tap into a growing distrust of the industry's power structures, where influence can silence dissent and protect the elite. Her claims about Beyoncé's alleged impulse control issues and bizarre stories of workplace misconduct only added fuel to the fire, though they lack substantiation and were met with skepticism by many. Social media has been a battleground, with fans divided over Ray J's motives. Some hail him as a truth-teller, others as a fame-hungry instigator. The sloppy second phrase became a cultural moment dissected and memed across platforms like X and Instagram. It symbolized not just a personal slight, but a broader commentary on who gets to write the industry's narrative. Ray J's defense of Beyoncé resonated with those who see her as a cultural icon, while his shots at Jay-Z thrilled those eager for cracks in the Carters' armor. Wright, meanwhile, has positioned herself as a whistleblower, undeterred by the backlash, though her credibility is questioned by those who see her as a conspiracy theorist. The broader context is a music industry at a crossroads. Diddy's downfall has prompted a reckoning, with former associates like Ray J publicly distancing themselves. The resurfacing of stories about wild parties, coercion, and cover-ups has forced a spotlight on the era's excesses. Jay-Z's past attendance at these events, though not evidence of wrongdoing, keeps him in the conversation. The Me Too movement, once a catalyst for change, is now under scrutiny, with Wright calling it a ruse, and others questioning why it has gone quiet amid Diddy's scandal. The silence from Hollywood's biggest names, including the Carters, is deafening to some, a sign of complicity to others. Ray J's reflective moments in his rant offered a glimpse of introspection. He spoke of navigating the internet's algorithms, comparing his need to speak out to figures like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, who adapted to new media landscapes. He acknowledged the business implications of unchecked rumors, insisting that bosses must counter falsehoods to protect their brands. Yet his tangents about Suge Knight, Charlemagne the God, and even his own G agency veered into chaotic territory, blending serious commentary with absurd bravado. His stories of rejecting advances from other men's partners and his traditional views on manhood added layers to his public persona, revealing a man grappling with respect, loyalty, and legacy. Jaguar Wright's role in this saga is complex. A talented singer with a history of industry grievances, she has become a polarizing figure, revered by some as a truth-teller and reviled by others as a chaos agent. Her claims about victims, planes, and unconscious